It is nightmare for pilot if aircraft got this warning when they are flying at low altitude. Hello everyone, welcome you all to the YouTube channel Little About Aviation. Today we will be talking about wind shear or commonly known as microburst. We will be looking at science behind formation of microburst, history of microburst in aviation industry, challenges faced by an aircraft once it is flying through it, and we will also be looking at a crash of Delta 191 which brought massive boom in aviation industry regarding safety against microburst. So stay tuned with us throughout the video.
Flight 61, the wind 0907, go takeoff 07 right.
Vertical runway 07 right, Singapore is 61.
A microburst is a localized column of sinking air within a thunderstorm and is usually less than or equal to 2.5 miles in diameter. An individual microburst will seldom last longer than 15 minutes from the time it strikes ground until dissipation. Wind speed in microburst can reach up to 100 miles per hour or even higher. If you compare microburst with other meteorological hazards like thunderstorm, cyclone and etc., it lasts for very small time frame and it covers very small area. But a microburst is highly dangerous for an aircraft. We will talk about it in later part of video. Instability, high precipitation water, dry air in mid-levels and strong winds in dry day are few parameters necessary for development of microburst. The ideal condition typically comes together during hot and humid summer afternoon. When hot air rises from ground and meet with cold moist air in clouds, it cools down rapidly and rushes violently back toward ground, forming microburst or downdraft. When an aircraft passes through microburst, it first experiences headwind, which lifts the aircraft higher, then a sudden downdraft, and finally microburst delivers its most dangerous punch, that is tailwind, which disturbs the airflow through wings, causing it to lose lift. If an aircraft don't have enough altitude and power, it will lose battle against microburst. Talking about history of crashes related to microburst. According to Wikipedia, till now there are 14 crashes caused due to microburst. First crash caused due to microburst took place on 28 July 1943 of American Airlines DC-3. There was a major threat of microburst before 1985 or Delta 191 crash because technology at that time was not able to detect microburst, which was a huge risk. We can say that crash of Delta 191 played a significant role for reducing risks related to microburst. It brought sudden boom in aviation industry regarding safety, and new technology was invented which was able to detect microburst. Let us look at the crash of Delta 191 and see the significant changes brought after the crash regarding safety. 2nd August 1985, Dallas, Texas. Delta Airways flight number 191 was en route from Florida to Texas. Aircraft was YL-1011 TriStar carrying 152 passengers and 11 crew members. On crash afternoon, temperature was 101 degree Fahrenheit with thunderstorm. Delta 191 was on approach to Dallas Fort Worth International Airport, DFW. Everything was going according to the routine, but at the time of Delta 191 approach, weather was changing with thunderstorm and rain on its approach path. All of a sudden, a mysterious force brought down Delta 191 just 1 mile short of the runway. Among 163 people on board, 136 lose their life with 27 survivors, and there was 1 ground fatalities. Investigation of this crash revealed culprit was microburst. The most shocking thing about this crash was crew of Delta 191 were very experienced. They knew where they were heading toward. They knew the challenges of microburst. They were trained for the situation. They did everything according to the book, but they didn't survive. The aircraft slammed into ground and crashed. An experienced crew wasn't able to recover from this situation. This shows the real threat of microburst. As we have already mentioned regarding challenges faced by an aircraft while passing through microburst, similar condition took place with Delta 191. Delta 191 first faced headwind which lifted the aircraft high and then a sudden downfall. Captain applied full power to overcome from downfall and severe tailwind. For a couple of seconds everything seemed to be normal, but microburst was having one last blow of severe crosswind which banked the aircraft toward right. Combined with microburst and crosswind, crew were defenseless. They lose the fight against microburst. 137 people lose their life in this fight. This crash asks a serious question of not being able to detect microburst. This incident shows every time an aircraft is hit by microburst, chances of survival was very less until they were not able to detect microburst early. A test showed that Doppler radar was 98% accurate on detecting microburst, but there was a major problem. The message would take 15 to 30 second time for reaching crew because air traffic controller need to notify crew regarding microburst. According to the rate of formation of microburst, it wasn't the time that they could have. They must develop a system in an aircraft that could accurately measure microburst, which can warn crew with no delay, so crew could have extra time for preparing. A lot of systems were checked in an aircraft in order to identify which can accurately measure microburst, and Doppler radar was able to do it with highest accuracy. So, Doppler radar are installed in nose of an aircraft. Due to this reason, microburst doesn't possess high level of threat these days. As warning of wind shear is made inside cockpit, TOGA is conducted, which is full thrust go around that helps to overcome an aircraft from microburst. That is all for this video. Thank you everyone for your valuable time. Hope the video might have been informative to you. If you have come this far, then please like and share the video. And if you like the content of the channel, then please subscribe to it. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get all the updates regarding our upcoming videos. You can follow us on social media as well. Link for all the social media accounts will be given in description down below. Until next time, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.